We have ghost hauntings, but what about demon hauntings? Okay, when demons haunt a home, they leave signs that are unique and somewhat disturbing. You have foul odors, you have poltergeist activity, you have displacement, and also interruption of electronic equipment. So, foul odors, that's one sign, and that is usually human excrement or rotting meat. And this is when you might go into your house or your apartment or somewhere in the house or the apartment. You have this really horrible aroma, this odor come over you that has no rational explanation. That could be the sign of a demon. But I always go for the primary signs, and that is displacement and poltergeist activity. Displacement is when a demon takes an item that is of value to you or appears of value to you and teleports it to another part of the house at random. You might notice something that is of value that all of a sudden disappears, and then you might find it another day in a place that you know you would never actually leave that item, like car keys or some sort of accessory. In my case, when I had a demonic haunting in my house, I remember I was in the bathroom cleaning my teeth, and I had my keys right next to me. Okay, and when I was finished, I reached for my keys. They were not there. I was very shocked because I knew I had left them there. And so I went around the house looking for it, and then I found the keys. It's like they were just in the middle of the living room floor. Why would I leave my keys in the middle of the living room? Just drop them there. Obviously, that was displacement. Another sign would be poltergeist activity. Now, poltergeist activity is shaking furniture. So if your bed shakes or a table shakes, okay, and there's no reason why it should be shaking, and you try to still it, it keeps shaking. You try to find maybe there's something else that's causing it to shake, and it's not stopping the shaking, or there's no rational explanation. That is another primary sign of demonic activity. Now, the interruption of electrical equipment. Demons are vulnerable to radiation, background radiation as well. And there are appliances in our house that emit radiation that might be safe for us, but are harmful to demons. And this could be something like your dryer. Your dryer emits a lot of heat that demons they find it very harmful to them. Or, an interesting case, your internet router. Your internet router does emit radiation, which are harmful to demons. And when I lived in an apartment that had demonic haunting in it, every day I'd come back and the plugs in my power strip were pulled out ever so slightly to where all of the appliances were not operating. So the router was not on. And I found out later that when I was gone, the demons would come out from an air conditioning duct and go and pull the plugs out of the socket to where the appliances ceased to operate. And it must have been the router, because the router, from what I understand, must be emitting the most radiation, which again, demons find harmful. And so these are your signs of a demonic haunting. But of course, as I've said in other videos, try and explain it away first, because most of the time, in fact, almost all the time, there is a rational explanation.